Oftentimes, women put on a public display of love and affection that shows the exact opposite of what they are going through. They tend to romanticize and obsess over the person who is hurting them, saying things like, my man is such a great father, when really it's you doing the providing and protecting of the children while he's doing the bare minimum. When you bring a child into this world, you are supposed to take care of that child. A man taking care of their children shouldn't require an attaboy. They are doing what they are supposed to do. There are some amazing fathers in this world. They do more than the bare minimum for their children. They are the ones that deserve it all, yet they get mistreated and overlooked. But guess what? They continue doing what they are supposed to be doing because it was never about the attaboy for them. It was and is about being a father to their children. What's crazy is the ones that are doing the very bare minimum or less want the attaboys the most. They will tell you how much of a good father they are on and off social media just to get the praise, knowing deep down in their soul that from day one, it's because of someone else that their children are being taken care of and properly raised. Described as the kind of person who would give and give until she had nothing left to give. Constantly putting others above herself. Britney Long, a beautiful mother of 4 beautiful children. And she even took on the responsibility of helping her man, as she affectionately called him, with his 6 children. One of her posts on July 6, 2022, talked about how she entered her relationship 3 years ago and he had 6 kids. A female got pregnant a week before they met, and they didn't find out till they were already together a month. In my opinion, this is an example of him gaslighting her. She didn't find out until they were already together a month. He probably already knew about it. There are different types of gaslighting that I know about personally. Manipulation of reality, scapegoating, coercion, and last but not least, liabilities. Another thing that really screamed red flag for me was this picture she put up of a scraped knee on social media. She said she kneed the wall in her sleep, and it instantly brought me back to all the lies I would tell to justify my scars. Or things like, oh, that hole in the wall came from when we were moving the headboard or we were moving the couch or furniture. Lying hurt me just as much as the actual abuse because it just wasn't me. I'm just not a liar. I'd rather tell you the truth. If I have to lie to you or for you, I'd rather not be around you. This is why a lot of abused women stop spending as much time with their family and friends because they don't want to lie to them. I stopped spending time with a lot of my family and friends. I even stopped going to a lifelong friend that was also my beautician because I didn't want to continue to lie to her about why chunks of my hair was missing. This is what abusers do to you. They take the you out of you, then say the reason they are abusing you is because you are acting different. Every name you are called, every insult, every slap, every punch, every hit, every kick, every choke takes pieces away from the person you are until one day you are standing in the mirror with all of these broken, bruised, bloody pieces, wondering, what happened to the woman from before? Where is the person I used to know? Some people never get a chance to make those pieces whole again. Tragically, beautiful Britney didn't.
Minneapolis mother is being taken off life support.
A very difficult decision. Police say her boyfriend shot her in the head. And her family today talked with our Jenny Rinovich, telling her that he threatened to kill her before.
Well, family says the shooting here on Euclid Avenue was the heartbreaking culmination of a fear they had for years. A volatile relationship turned deadly.
The loss of Britney Long, a caring, joyful young mom of 4, has gutted her close-knit family.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just days ago, the 27-year-old was shot in the head, police say, at the hands of her boyfriend.
And the first emotion, of course, was anger.
According to court documents, Britney was shot while lying in bed. Her 4 children, all under age 7, asleep in the next room. They just celebrated a birthday.
My sister's not coming back. She doesn't get to hug any one of her kids now.
Police say that night, Britney's boyfriend called 911, claiming the gun went off accidentally, then told dispatchers he was going to prison. Detectives say they found blood on his clothes and in his SUV still running outside the home.
We don't think it was an accident. He's been very violent with our sister.
Court documents say DCS has been to this home before for domestic violence, her family witnessing a pattern of danger.
Like a couple weeks prior, he had blacked Britney's eyes.
He would blatantly say right in front of us that he would kill her. I feel like Britney realized that it wasn't okay, and then when she started to do what she needed to do to get away, she was too far in.
Now they're planning Britney's funeral, mourning the lifetime loss for her kids, and sharing a message for anyone in a violent relationship.
Don't underestimate your situation. Don't let it get to the point where you're trapped.
Long's boyfriend is being held in the Marion County Jail on a murder charge. He's due in court on Wednesday. Britney, meanwhile, is still giving back to others, even after death. She was an organ donor, and that donation, doctors say, is saving 8 lives. In Indianapolis, Jenny Rinovich, 13 News.
According to the Domestic Violence Network, black women are 2.5 times more likely to experience domestic violence than white women.
So that's why the group held a forum today. They wanted to encourage black women to utilize services to help those experiencing domestic violence. Speaker Jimmy Bridges says she survived 15 years of domestic violence.
Bridges says it's important to find a safe space to discuss the issue.
My family didn't even know my story. My mom didn't even know that I was going through an abusive marriage because in the black community, we're taught whatever goes on in the house stays in the house. So we kept that silent. Even I told my children to keep it silent.
So there's a pilot for this new program, and it launches in March.
So if you or someone that you know is a victim of domestic violence, there is help available for you.
You can call 1-800-799-SAFE 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, that number is 1-800-799-7233.
You can also chat at thehotline.org. You can also text the word START to 88788. We've got all this information for you right now on WTHR.com.
To all of Britney's family and friends, I am so sorry for your loss. If what Britney went through, all of her hurt and pain, can stop someone from going through the same thing, then she didn't die in vain.